What's up, everybody? It's time for the Lunchtime Football Car Review. It's Wednesday, week 2 of the preseason kicks off Friday, and still no contract news on extensions for Cowboys defensive end Micah Parsons or the Commanders' Terry McLaurin. Both have trade requests in, and me personally, I think it'll be a big blow if each team can't come to an agreement with these guys. More so for the Cowboys because Micah Parsons is the best player on the defense and had 12 sacks last year, and he's only 26. McLaurin, he's been with the Commanders for his whole career, and he just came off a plus 1,000-yard season. I feel like it'd be crazy to let a veteran guy walk out of your wide receiver room like that. Definitely somebody that has chemistry with Jaden McDaniels. And then Micah Parsons is already saying he's tired of being a Cowboy. So we really got to get something figured out here. And if you're wondering if Shedeur Sanders' performance last week helped push him up on the Cleveland Browns QB depth chart, it didn't. The Cleveland Browns released their unofficial depth chart again this week, and it didn't have any changes. He's still fourth string behind Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel, with Flacco being number 1, which is expected. My thoughts on the situation is obviously 2 of the 3 quarterbacks out of Kenny Pickett, Dillon Gabriel, or Shedeur Sanders will eventually become trading chips once they figure out the right guy. I think the plan is to let Flacco start, and if he gets injured or if he doesn't play as well, one of the younger guys will eventually step up. But the question that we all want to know this week is, will we see more Shedeur Sanders, or will Dillon Gabriel get a chance to show what he's got? Now, starting with our week 2 preseason games, Friday, it's Tennessee Titans versus the Atlanta Falcons, and then you got Kansas City Chiefs versus the Seahawks. Starting with the Titans versus the Atlanta Falcons, I'm going to be quick here. I really just want to see the Titans defense do better, especially their secondary. And for the offense, I'm hoping to see a little bit more Cam Ward. We've seen very little sample size of him last week. Maybe see a whole full quarter this week. And then as far as for the Atlanta Falcons, we didn't see much of them last week due to their game ending early because of the injury to the Lions safety, Maurice Norris. But some positions that I'll be paying attention to in this Falcons game would definitely be the running backs. They already got 2 good running backs over there, but to see some younger guys pretty much step up, and also some of those wide receivers step up too, to make the game a little bit interesting. But mainly, I'm looking for their defense to really clown and have a good game. They play Tennessee, and the Atlanta Falcons defense has always been known to have a pretty good defense, so we'll see how it turns out and looks there. Now let's get into the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Seattle Seahawks. I expect to see more of the backup quarterbacks for both teams starters. Mahomes, as we all know, is with the Kansas City Chiefs, and Sam Darnold is now with the Seattle Seahawks. They're both experienced starters. They may get a series or 2. Patrick Mahomes, he played 1 snap, had 1 touchdown last week, and Sam Darnold, I'm not even sure if he's seen the field any last week. Expect to see a little bit of them, but we probably won't see too much of them until the last week of the preseason. The position that I'm really going to be looking out for both of these teams is going to be the wide receiver position, and that's going to be the only position I care about, because for the Seattle Seahawks, they just lost DK Metcalf to the Steelers. Who's going to be the wide receiver that can step up and be a solid 2, 3, or 4 for them? And then also for the same thing with the Kansas City Chiefs, other than Travis Kelce and Xavier Worthy, they got some guys over there that's been with them for a couple seasons, and you ain't seen too much production out of them at all. So who's going to step up and be, like I said, a solid 2, 3, or 4 for those guys out there and progress that team's passing game? If you like content like this, go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. And this is the end of the Lunchtime Football Car Review. I'll catch y'all on the next video.